that beep, the voiceover comes in. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing good today. Got another video for you. This one is going to be a push session. So we're training chest, triceps, shoulders, and then of course all the little ancillary muscles that help out with that stuff. But those are the primaries. For exercises, we're going to have incline barbell press, followed by super R.O.M. That's R.O.M is range of motion, so very wide range of motion on some lateral raises. And that's going to be for shoulders. And then we've got overhead tricep extensions for, as the name implies, the triceps. So got our little mobility warm-up done, and it looks like we're getting into some warm-up sets here after we drop the bar down, because that was a little too high to reach. That's our squatting position, not our incline position. So start warming up. With my hands, I like to get my pinky at that first knurling. That's where it feels best for me. I think it really varies person to person, whatever your preference is, as long as it's not hurting your shoulders and during the last few reps and at the end of the set. If you're feeling the musculature you're trying to work, then good to go. So I believe the working weight, we got one more warm-up set here. I also like to do some bent rows. I like to get the back warmed up too. Sometimes it feels a little funky if you're pressing and your back is not warmed up or ready to go. It can feel a little painful on the lats and stuff like that sometimes. So just like to get the whole upper body ready to go. So we'll do our next warm-up set here. That's going to be, I think it's 80 pounds. And then we'll work up to our working weight of 110 pounds for this one. And that's going to be used for all 3 sets on this exercise. So pretty decent little weight. Been going up consistently since I started lifting. I want to say it was early last year. Started lifting weights again, and then I really started getting into hypertrophy training again. It's December now, so it would have been maybe April or May. I ran a ultra marathon trail run in March, and so after that, my next training block or training goal was going to be to do some bodybuilding and compete in a competition. So it looks like we're going to get into that first set of incline press. Let's see how it goes. That's the first set of incline press completed. It felt pretty strenuous. I definitely remember that for sure. Got some, it's just like that leg session the day prior. The pumps were just crazy this week. I don't know what it was. Like I said, I am massing right now, so maybe I just got all the nutrients and stuff that I'm needing to blow up like a balloon. All right, get up off the bench. Second set is done. Write down the number of reps I got. So for my workouts, I like to log the reps I got session to session. And then that way, when I drop down from 3 reps in reserve down to 2, I know I need to either add a rep, or if I add weight, depending on what the exercise is, something like you'll see here in a little bit when I do these lateral raises. Anyone who lifts routinely knows that side raises, it's not like you're going to be adding 5 pounds each month. I mean, I think I've gone from 5 pounds to 10 pounds in nearly a year, so it takes time. But if you're adding reps and you're adding weight consistently, odds are you're adding muscle too. So with that, let's get up into this third set. All right, rack that thing. So one of the things I remembered when I'm watching this back is there were a couple times where I didn't pause as much as I like to at the bottom. And, when you get to the bottom of that big stretch on your pecs, you want to get out of there. It's pretty uncomfortable. So I have to remind myself when I get to the bottom down there, pause for a second, feel that stretch. And the one thing that's really hard to do is to not let off the tension, because it's easy to just rest the bar on your chest, but we don't want to do that because I'm trying to stimulate. So what? And last rep, rack it. So you might have noticed on that one with the 95 pounds instead of the 110, it looks like I was able to focus on that pause at the bottom a little more, get a little bit better stretch there. And that's usually what I like to do. If I need to increase volume, but 3 sets is kind of trashing me, I'll throw a drop set in there or something like that, rather than putting in another exercise. So it looks like we're adjusting the camera, getting ready to do some super R.O.M lateral raises. So let's check them out. All right. So something I noticed while editing is that I sometimes wondered how long these lateral raise sets take, and it's like nearly 2 minutes time under tension. That's pretty wild, and I mean, it's pretty obvious when I'm doing the set, because if you do these lateral raises all the way up like that, and you control the weight all the way up, all the way down, and at the bottom, I like to kind of keep my head up and let my arms kind of fall down to get a little extra stretch on the traps and the shoulders. Man, these things burn like nothing else, but they're good. So let's hit another set of them. Okay, so that is the next set complete, and one of the things I failed to mention is that I'm using an intensity technique with these called myorep match, and essentially what it is on these I was doing 18 reps per set. So that first set I got 18, just straight set, 18 reps, and then after that, every set after that, I'm doing as many as I can until I can't lift it up anymore, pausing for a few seconds, doing some more, and then I'm basically repeating that until I hit 18. And that's the way I'll do it for the second and third set of this exercise. partial there at the end. Going to legitimate failure there. I couldn't bring it up and complete another rep, which is great, but also rather painful. So the next exercise we're doing here is overhead tricep extension. And I love this exercise. It has been feeling so good. The more I do it, the better it feels on the shoulders, the elbows. It's just a great exercise all around. Really pumps the triceps up. Super crazy delayed onset muscle soreness for that deep stretch. So yeah, really enjoy this one. So let's get on into it then. So that's the first set of overhead tricep extensions completed. One of the best cues for this one is to externally rotate the hands. That helps bring those elbows in and gets the entirety of the triceps just blasting all the way through the concentric portion of the movement. And then a good focus on slow eccentric down to a really big deep stretch. That's the way I like to do them. So let's do some more. Alright, that's set number 2. And we're gonna, I think, yes, this was also a drop set. I went from the 30-pound dumbbell down to the 25. Catch a little pose, see how the triceps are looking. They were looking okay. The lighting in there is not very good. I need to get a light above me, but I also didn't want to open the garage because it's December and it's rather cold. Although not cold enough to stop these gains, my boy. Alright, you guys, and with those last couple reps, we are done with this push session. Another one in the bag. And the next video is going to be my pull session, which is Maybe, I can't even really say that. They're all my favorite right now. Except, I get kind of nervous for leg day. Anytime I'm doing high bar back squat, there's that little bit of nervousness, It's just kind of feels like you're being squished like a tube of toothpaste, but it's great. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope y'all have a good one.